Bon dia, bon tarde, e bon noche, e bon Pasku. This is the Christmas episode, or as we like to say here, the Crema episode.
Crema.
For everyone listening, thank you very much. Remember, this podcast can be heard on all your favorite podcast platforms: Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify. What do you guys use for podcasts? What do you guys use?
YouTube?
Yeah,
YouTube?
YouTube.
For real? It's always on YouTube?
Or the Apple podcast app, I guess.
Cool. It's on all of those. And for everyone listening and are not aware, this episode and all episodes are also available on YouTube as well if you want to watch as you listen. Enjoy from both senses.
What about SoundCloud?
Shit, that's where I fucked up. That's it. No, it's over. See?
Yeah. Got you.
Now put on the list.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's the Christmas episode. It's Christmas time. It's holiday season. But it's a very different holiday season. Well, for some of us. I mean, you're going back to Curacao.
Yes, sir.
So it should be...
hopefully.
It should be close to...
yeah, I guess. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah? You think it's still going to be a little bit restrictive even though it's...
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What-
Gotta
what-
abide by the rules.
What are the rules now in Curacao?
I have no idea, to be honest.
No?
I don't know.
No?
I know there's like a curfew thing at 9, so you gotta be inside the house by 9.
No alcohol?
Yeah, the various snacks or whatever you want to call it, they don't serve alcohol.
It is the economic backbone of our islands, like selling alcohol after 9.
Mati, the fact that they can't sell alcohol, I don't know how they're gonna make money. Because like they usually make money in the morning when people go to school.
With alcohol?
No, the snacks.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what?
The answer could very easily be yes.
I mean, I know some people.
That was gonna be the second one, and then at night or like at 5, that's when people get off of work and go get their beers.
After hours.
At 5, so happy hour to say so.
The same, man.
Yeah. That's true.
So
That's
like,
one of
yeah,
those.
my internet, they in the morning they make the money, but afterwards,
I wonder if they did like what people do here, like they just start selling booze a lot earlier, like happy hour minute 2 hours.
I mean, I don't know.
I
Probably.
mean, you got to get your margin somewhere, right?
Yeah.
yeah. But if they're at work,
I mean, they're an intern. You send someone.
I see. What's it
Go
going?
get something real quick.
Everyone's like, hey, it's Corona, it's COVID. Y'all want to drink it too? Drink it too. You know?
Mask on, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Christmas season, like, I've spent most of the Christmas since I moved here in Holland. I think I've only spent.
really?
I think so. I think spent one crema on the islands since I moved here.
Oh, since you moved here, okay, yeah.
You guys?
Same.
Mostly here in Holland,
I've only
Christmas.
spent, one back home.
Okay.
The rest here.
Yeah, once I moved here, it was always here.
Have you gone back since you've moved here?
Like to the islands, yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what you do. I don't know what you're doing. You're always so busy running around. Trendsetter.
Yeah,
Globetrotter.
I've been mostly to Bonaire.
Wanderluster.
I've only been on Curacao for
Fashion
like
Nova.
2 days, but that was more to see grandma.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
I think you mentioned this before, and I'm
Yeah.
I'm repeating what we're saying in episode 2.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, bad
But
memory.
Terrible road.
for those of you who don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
But like, what's it been like for you guys celebrating Christmas here? I mean, it's so far from home, and even though we've been here for a while, we have spent more Christmases of our lives still on the island. I don't know about you guys, but to me, it's still very clear when I don't celebrate Christmas on the island. Like I still feel like the little bit of a lack of a true Christmas vibe when I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is that, but for me, it's different, but in a good way. Because back home when we were younger, we celebrated with family and whatnot, and we were basically just attending Christmas, even though it happened in our own house and stuff like that. Whereas here, we get to make all the choices, and that's a different kind of fun. Like
True.
like with Jake, we celebrate Christmas as well. It's not it's not on the date of Christmas, but we would get together at his place and cook a fuck ton of food. Friends would come over, have music on. It's fucking gezellig, and
Is that what you do every year?
we try to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but he also has a space for it to have all the people over, because that's also one thing.
Boys rolling deep, got his own crib and everything, dude.
Never got an
Jake,
invite.
yo, he's
Never
no
got
joke,
an-
man.
Rolling deep.
Never got an invite.
Whole 9 yards.
Never got an invite. No,
Never got an invite.
no.
Just saying.
Oh, maybe I should say hi. Stop.
Hi, Jake.
Hey, pudding. It's a little inside joke. Yeah.
And what about you, Gray? How's it been for you celebrating Christmas here?
Yeah, about the same. I guess it's not the same, but I think because I guess on Curacao it's on a grander scale. You know, there are more people. It's I guess celebrated a bit more widely. Here, when I celebrate, it's more a smaller group, just a couple of cousins, and maybe once or twice like an uncle or aunt.
You go to family when you're...
Yeah. So or I'm with you guys, one of the two.
Have you ever been to a Dutch Christmas? Dutch Christmas, like with Dutch friends and
Is
their
it, is
Dutch
it,
family?
is it like Christmas in a windmill?
Maybe. I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
No.
It's exactly the same as if we're klompen.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
Your relatives here, are they also like allochthone Dutch? Okay, so
I ain't got no whites. I mean, not like that, but you know, like you know.
Whoa.
Yeah.
well, I've celebrated like Dutch Christmas with like Fleur's family, like what's it called, gourmetten.
Oh yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah, I mean,
I've done that.
Yeah, but I guess that's only difference.
Yeah, right. Like I wouldn't expect it.
Oh no, one thing they also do that we don't do, thank God, is like the whole like gedichte shit. Like they kind of do in the class also, but at Christmas I think they also do like little poems, or everyone's gonna write some shit about some people. I'm like,
yeah, I've experienced that with Sinterklaas.
Man,
Really?
that's a drag, dude.
Yeah, because I've experienced that with Sinterklaas, and it's like I never write the poems. I was like, yo,
Fuck
here,
no.
write that shit for me because I'm not doing it. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's different. Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you've still been able to enjoy Christmas, or was it always that you celebrated your best, but is there still a lot to be desired after the feeling, or are you guys like, it's been Christmas done, on to the next, on to New Year, and then whatever.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's been like that often because, especially since working in the restaurant industry, I'm usually working all those days, so I don't really have the option of like, oh, let's spend a Christmas weekend or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I've always had fun. It's been different every time, but it's always fun. It's always people I like around me and gezelligheid.
Doesn't leave you craving more or being like, it wasn't exactly it.
No, I mean, I do miss the nostalgia of the Christmas we used to have, but that's mostly because nostalgia. Not that what the ones I've had after are bad. It's just a different kind of good.
I feel you.
Yeah.
For me, I actually enjoy it because that's actually the one time I actually get to see my family here. Because before that, we don't really see each other like the whole year, right? We always try, but it never
Like
happens.
364 more days, but Christmas
exactly.
is
For Christmas we usually see each other. So
This is nice.
I enjoy it. Yeah.
You got a pretty big family too, right?
Yeah, I got a pretty big family. Yeah. So we get to see everybody. Not everybody, but most of the people we get to see. So yeah, I kind of enjoy it. And like I said before, it's not like I guess the same compared to Curacao, but I still enjoy it. It's still fun. It's a more relaxed vibe, because there Curacao it's a big thing. You have to see everybody. You know, everybody's hey, blah, 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 how you doing, blah 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 blah. But here it's more relaxed, just us few people just chilling.
Yeah, you know what I noticed for me, that because I'm so used to Christmas on the islands, and we're gonna get into like what for us, like how we celebrate it.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, it's groot uitgepakt. It's always like a big deal, and you so on the 24th, because we celebrate Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So on the 24th, when you wake up, that's when you start prepping.
Yeah.
Like the house and food and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm so used to that I figured that's what I gotta do here as well.
Mm-hmm.
And when I wasn't doing it just for myself in my own house, I mean, we've had some Christmas party like in our student days too,
Yeah.
where we invited a bunch of people over, and we fucking went to the Turk and just got like 6
Yeah,
rotisserie
yeah,
chickens.
yeah,
But we made it work. But
Yeah.
but like I was usually the one doing that kind of stuff, orchestrating it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so used to doing a lot of stuff that you put a lot of pressure on yourself as well. Like, and then I figured out like this could have been also gezellig on a smaller scale, but I'm just so used to always doing it big.
Grandiose.
And it's like, but you have to have stuffing with Christmas, or else it's not Christmas,
Yeah.
So that kind of shit, then you end up making it a big thing for yourself.
But that's the thing as well, because everyone experiences their Christmas differently. Like even on the islands, like some people eat ayaka, some people don't eat ayaka, and all this stuff. And especially if you want to please everybody,
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to have stuffing for Daryl. We have to have ayaka for Graham. We have to have this for Chris. So then at a certain point, you have just wait.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And that's a good point, because I always made a big deal about like the stuffing. I don't know. I just like the way we make stuffing. It's not even stuffing. It's like fucking gehakt. Like stuffing's supposed to be like with bread and shit in it.
Yeah.
But then when I started celebrating for Christmas with Fleur, Fleur was like, "Shit, we gotta do stuffing." Like, and it became like a big deal for everyone, because I had to have my fucking stuffing, And then slowly but surely you start to let it go. But because you start letting it go, and because I've been so busy with like the company and the shit the whole time, I'm all like busy with the company, but I still want to do Christmas right, because I have this fear of not making effort for Christmas and then regretting it afterwards. But what I experience is doing so much effort, then I'm like, I just should have had fucking like gourmette and then be done with it and just enjoy it that way. Like, so it's for me, it's always a balance of, I want to make my effort, but then I'm so busy and then it comes and goes. And for example, when we invite people over, last year we had the whole team here, and I just noticed that the whole time I was in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It was a table full of people, but the whole time I was in the kitchen. And I was like,
Yeah.
God damn, I do this every single year.
Yeah.
So this year, actually, with Corona and shit, that it's more strict. I'm actually glad that it has to be done on a smaller scale. So I ain't got to bother inviting a bunch of people, like making sure everyone gets a piece of steak, making sure the turkey's going to be cooked on time and shit. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Like a lot more downscaled, relaxed Christmas.
You get to enjoy the night, actually, instead of being in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Constantly.
Yeah, but I mean, that to each their own. Like, for me, I enjoy that. Like, the enjoyment I get out of it is serving people. So, like, when I do it at Jake's, I'm in charge of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and that's not only because they let me. It's also because I take it because I'm like,
it's because yes, please, you do this shit.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not just that. But I don't trust them with the food. So if I make it, I know it's gonna be good. But
spoken like a real chef.
No, but even then, I really do enjoy it because, like, for me, everything is gezellig. Okay, I'm gonna the first round in soup. So everyone's gezelligheid. Yeah, I'll be part of it too. Like the kitchen, orchestrating it, like you're saying.
Yeah. But even with that being your job, you still enjoy on your off time, in the holidays doing that.
Especially when it's not my job, is when I enjoy because that's when I'm making my own.
Yeah, when he gets to cook what he wants to cook.
Yeah, exactly. Like in a restaurant itself, you're making what the restaurant wants. Yeah. Of course, you also sometimes get to put your input into what the restaurant makes, but
mostly,
exactly.
If homie wants to make out of pizzas on the fly, what's so sassy? He can't do it in a restaurant. They're gonna judge him and shit.
Exactly.
Look at him all like ghetto and shit.
Yeah, and people aren't gonna pay for this. I'm like, yes, they will.
But I totally understand it. Like, I also get. That's why every year I do it. I get joy out of prepping for people and making food for people. But then it's the end of the evening. I'm fucking exhausted. My clothes smells like fucking food. And then I missed all like the conversations and shit. And I guess when it's a smaller group, when you go to Jake's, it's like it's a much smaller group. But when you got 10 people sitting at the table, and like you miss out on conversation and you just hectic the whole time and small kitchen, you can't prep properly. And there's nothing worse than fucking having 10 people waiting for food and you burn the fucking turkey.
Oof.
Sour,
quick up and do.
No, that's why I'm like, no. let me do that. You go have some wine. Go have a drink. Go have a drink.
Guys, on standby, bro. You gotta have it on standby.
Speaking of which, like, that's also an option for this year.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 Christmas days in principle. You can kind of snatch the 27th as well, so 4 days. And one thing I'm considering is for one of those days, just go all out and go to a restaurant and be like, hey, send me everything you got. Here's a shitload of money. Fucking give me a 5-course meal.
No, but bro, that's what restaurants are doing right now. They're selling a meal packets like 8 gangen, 6 gangen. And you'll get everything made. And usually, like the good restaurants, they'll make like 80% of the stuff, and then the rest you just finish off at home. So, because then you will still have that like freshness of the food instead of like fries that have been sitting in the thuisbezorgd car for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So then it's like still fresh. It still feels like, hey, I made an effort for Christmas.
Yeah.
But it tastes a lot better than what I'm actually able to make because it was made by a restaurant. So
I don't know. If I pay all that money, I want my shit to be done. I don't want.
Yeah, but you don't like cooking. That's the thing. You're
True.
not a big fan of
Okay,
cooking.
but I think even the average person though, like if I pay all that money, I want my food to be ready.
You also have people like that. You also have restaurants.
But the thing is, like what Chris says, the example of getting like lumpy ass fries, that fucking sucks. But even worse, if you order like a nice steak, and you gotta reheat
cold.
that bitch. Yeah, that's a good way to fuck up a good steak. True. So you're paying all that money for like jack shit. That's why like Broadway here in Utrecht, I think they bezorg only spare ribs. They don't bezorg their steaks, even though their steaks are like...
Makes sense.
Yeah, I get it, because you're going to pay all that money for a good piece of steak, and then you're going to get some... Yeah, okay. You got to reheat it, and then it's no longer medium rare and shit.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Just a more low-key Christmas. I'm also just tired. It's been, for everyone, a hell of a year. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of fucking stress. So I'm looking forward to relaxing.
No,
I'm off as well. I ain't got to work, so...
Oh, nice.
No, but that's why, like... The restaurants that are doing that, they're giving you like a ton of options. There are a lot that are also, it's not just you get like 6 to 8 courses, but if you want, you can pay like an extra €10 or whatever. Then you also get the wine that complements with it. So then you get like a whole.
Send me everything. I'm lazy.
No, exactly. That's if you want that, that's an option. Or if you don't want beer, they'll give you. If you don't want wine, they can give you a beer to accompany the meal. That's also a thing. So restaurants right now, they're being very creative as far as the holidays go. So
okay.
Support your locals, man.
Support your place. They also have something going like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the one we have is Zes Gewoon Menu
Okay.
with either the choice of wine or beer.
Oh, okay.
The company. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't be here to check it out, but nice, I guess. Whatever floats your boat.
But like,
Thanks for the plug-in.
speaking of food and the holidays, like one thing that usually makes the holidays more traditional in a sense is having specific types of meals that kind of lock it in, right? So you count on certain dishes, especially if you go back home. I mean, I haven't been home for Christmas in a long time.
Yeah.
And we're not ever going to be able to celebrate Christmas that we do anymore because mom lives in the islands. We ain't got our house and shit.
Yeah.
But for you, for example, Graham, what's something that when you go back home for Christmas, or like now that you're going back, one thing's like, this is a dish I need to have. So
What I tell you in the bus? I told she's gonna ask this. I told she's gonna ask us this.
Answer the question, man.
I think I didn't even think about it.
You had about 20 minutes.
True.
What is it?
What would I? Well, I mean, it's gotta be the ham, right? The ham.
Yeah, hamdi Pasku?
Yeah, that's gotta be.
and that's the one thing
that's
that
gotta be
every
there.
year when I don't have it here, that's one thing that makes me go like, net neat, like
yeah.
Hamdi Pasku. Like I tried doing it with non Hamdi Pasku. Like
not
like
the same.
it's not the same. It's fucking far from the same. And one time when I was broke, I was like, I'm just get like bean hum.
Yeah.
And like do my best, like put the pineapples and shit on it.
Yeah.
Nah, man, doesn't work.
We haven't thought about buying one because they have people that sell them and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
for
You can
real.
buy
But
them.
like one time to buy it, I had to go pick it up. Didn't fucking Rotterdam and shit. I was like,
okay, yeah,
hell
that's
no.
what I
And usually you pay top dollar.
Yeah,
for
there
those
was
as well.
there was one year where it was priced up like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
60 euro, 70 euro for Hamdi Pasku. I'm like, come on, what is this? Panda meat?
Yeah, that's
The Hamdi Pasku is
yeah, that's probably a staple, right?
It's a
In,
staple.
Christmas dinner.
But it's not staple everywhere, right? I feel that people don't make a big deal about it anywhere else.
Where you mean compared to what? Like on
I know First Family doesn't give a shit about Hamdi Pasku.
Yeah, but here in the Netherlands, I don't think they eat pork the way we do back home, because like the pork we eat has usually become because of the traditions from South America. That's also why we celebrate Noche Buena. That's a tradition that we took over from South America. Whereas here, like this year with my Netherlands friends, we're
Netherlands friends.
Yeah, I don't know. Dutch friends sound so.
My white people.
Hey, nah, but like we're gonna cook together and we're gonna make a Christmas goose.
Christmas goose.
Goose, yeah.
That's very European of you.
Nah, exactly.
Or
but-
Northern Hemisphere of you.
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the thing we're gonna try.
But besides the goose, what's something for you? You're like, Pasku to me means this.
I mean, the goose is a new thing, but
Yeah.
the turkey, man.
Turkey?
Yeah, we've always had the turkey.
Yeah, that's like our very American upbringing side of it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You guys have turkey at your house when
No,
you do Christmas?
No, just ham and other stuff, but no turkey.
Yeah.
Run us through like, because I want to talk about food. Run us through like at your house in Curacao. What is traditional on the menu? Like what is always a staple? Hamdi Pasku we know.
Yeah, I'm a Pasku. So you have ayaka, which
Ayaka.
I don't like at all. But whatever, I don't give a people like it. But hey,
Really, it's fucking
Yeah.
good.
I
man.
love ayaka.
whatever. But okay, ayaka. They'll usually have like rice, probably like moro, like arroz moro. You gotta have your pica lily for your ham and God knows what else. What else we have?
Think salt?
Yeah, salt. Yeah, which I don't need either.
Which is pickled pig's ear. For
Yeah.
Hey,
those who don't know.
Pickled pig ear is gangster as shit. Pickled eggs, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that, and then we also have just different type of meats, but just chicken and other stuff for other people that don't.
And stews and soups and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys barbecue it, grill it, or what's the deal?
That's a good question. No, I think usually just every family member brings a little bit like a potluck thing. So it depends
that's
on
dope.
it depends on which family member does what, and then some people just order it.
Has there ever been a squabble where like two family members brought the same dish and they're like,
Who's is better?
yeah.
Fuck Bomoro.
Not that I know of, but hey, the more the merrier, man. Just bring that shit.
Yeah, true.
Hell yeah, because the best part about Christmas, leftovers.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say presents, but yeah.
Second best thing about Christmas, leftovers.
There you go. Yeah, no, true leftovers. Yeah, that's what I also love Hamdi Pat, because you can eat the thing for like a month.
For real.
Bro,
And if you do it right, like the next day you just eat it again next to the leftover sides.
Exactly.
The day after you put it in a sandwich.
Exactly. You can
And-
just combine
And
it
for
with whatever.
breakfast with some scrambled eggs,
Exactly. Dip it in your yogurt.
that's such a multidisciplined dish right there, Hamdi Pasku.
That's why I love that song. It's so versatile. You could just
Yeah,
eat
definitely.
it for a month, and since you only eat it at that period, also it feels extra special, because you only
And
get to eat
one
it
thing
again.
that you're not a real Antiano if you don't eat it just cold out of the fridge.
Exactly.
Gewoon lift the plastic or the foil.
Yes,
Like
yes,
there's always a
yes,
and
yes.
Antianos like we leave it in the fridge covered, but we leave a knife in the fridge with it as well.
Yeah.
So you can so you don't have to go to the kid.
Snack.
Yeah, so you can just open the fridge door, carve a little piece, throw it in there, and then you realize like if you wake up late and you go to it, like all of a sudden like there's a lot of ham missing. You're like shit, I'm late to the party.
Yeah. That's always tell my mom like, yo, save me a piece, save me a couple pieces, because you know.
Put it in another box.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you actually spend a lot of Christmases with us as well.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of them, right?
But wait, before we get into that, what about you? What's yours?
I'm getting into that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because the 24th you almost always celebrate with us, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and then then the rest of the day you celebrate with your family.
Yeah.
So on what day do you guys like have the big eat?
Usually 25th.
Okay.
Usually 25th. Yeah.
Do you guys do that during the day or at night?
At night.
Okay.
Nighttime.
Now, because like my family in Aruba, the one time that I think we might have done more times, but the one that I remember, we celebrated during the day. So it was more like a Christmas lunch. I mean, full out with all the trimmings.
But
it was during the
excessive
day.
as a motherfucker.
Yeah, but it was during the day.
Oh.
So I was wondering, like, maybe more people did it that way.
No, we usually do it at night. You get a little booze going, you know?
Yeah, we.
We had booze going.
Sawa.
They
And Aruba,
Yeah.
Arubans, like
Yeah.
like much
Different
love to you,
breed,
but you
different
guys know
breed.
you guys drink like a motherfucker.
Different
Bunch
breed,
of
I was
pirates.
trying to keep it, light, PG.
No,
but, yeah.
like hit them in there. 12 o'clock. Whiskey hour, Miss Ora.
Yeah.
Hey, the sun is hot. I drink.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I think we usually also do it on 24th, but usually the 24th I'm just with you guys, and then the
Yeah.
25th I go do it with my family.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff
think.
like that.
Do you think most of the Christmas Eve you spent with us? Like, I'm having a hard time remembering Christmas Eve when you weren't there, except when we were like super young, like before 10.
Yeah. Probably most of the Christmas Eve was you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my family also knew Christmas night. I had 24th Graham, so them, and then
Yeah.
25th.
Nice.
Graham's with his other family.
Dude, that's how
Yeah.
fucking tight we were, dude. That's how
custody, you know?
that's how exactly. Like my mom's always like, Where's my other son?
Yeah. So yeah, I think yeah.
And the thing is, we've always our parents were always the ones who organized Christmas Eve. On the Christmas Day, we went to Tio Jerry
Okay.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Tiki Papayas Toba.
Oh yeah.
So, but since we always did Christmas Eve, I mean, always, I think we spent maybe 2 Christmases in our whole lives not at our house. Maybe 3. 3 last one we went to Tante Heidi and Tio Jan. I think that's one time. Also, we were much older. I think that was when I went back for stage. No, wasn't that?
No, because Fleur would have been there.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know, bro.
so
we were there.
But we spent most Christmases was always at our place, and was my mom and my dad were the ones who liked to take care of it. And
Yeah.
I don't know if my mom did it out of obligation, but she always wanted to cook everything. So
Nah, I mean, like people would help as well. Like they would do the bulk of the cooking, but like other people would help as well. Like,
but I mean, help there in the kitchen. Didn't I like people didn't bring stuff, did they?
yeah, sometimes they did. Did you not have of course?
I remember them bringing that specific potato salad with the eggs in it.
Yeah, man.
That's all I can remember. But besides that, we always had a big turkey. That was a thing. I guess because my parents went to live in the States and my dad studied there, and that's where Chris was born. That's where they got it from. So what we always had was definitely the big turkey, the big butterball.
Yeah.
And we had to have a big one because usually the whole family came, colleagues came. Like my parents,
It
like,
would,
really
it would
big.
easily reach around like 20 people.
Yeah, you remember. Like it
not
was,
more.
and we had stuffing. Oh, we had mashed potatoes.
We had stuffing, mashed potatoes, like 2 different kinds of rice.
Almost no vegetables.
No, we would have salad. We would have
Yeah,
salad.
yeah.
But
Like
that-
super
that-
heavy carbs and protein, and then light salad.
Gotta bulk
Yeah,
up,
but the people were generally like if it was 20 people, like 10 of them would be the adults and the other 10 would be the kids.
Oh, yeah,
so
for real. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
the salad would be for the adults.
It was always nice just putting on your Christmas best and shit. It was like you're still at home, but gotta get dressed up.
Yeah.
And then we did it buffet style, so it was the whole dinner table, all filled up with food. You grab a plate and then walk around it, talk shit about each other while you walk around, and then
we also
like
do that, yeah.
the old folks would go sit on the porch, and we would just sit in the house.
Wherever there was place.
We've actually sat outside in the yard and ate Christmas dinner before.
Yeah, we said everywhere. I think your room also. I think just fairies, I guess.
Yeah, I'm definitely a sucker for nostalgia, but I really always loved how we did Christmas, and I definitely miss that feeling.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm always like, if I do make more effort, maybe I'll get more of that feeling back.
Yeah.
But of course, it's more about creating new feelings and everything.
True.
Your experience.
But I mean, that's why you can always get that feeling back, just in a different way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe once this Rona thing is finally over with, we can actually have a big dinner, and then you and I will cook in the kitchen, and then that we'll have that feeling again.
It's definitely hard now if you just don't have like a house for everyone and a kitchen where you can cook. Yeah. So like, I hope by next year somewhere, me and Fleur can start thinking about buying a house, because just that by itself is going to be easier to invite the family over. I would love to have another Christmas with like Kevin and Elliot and our cousins and shit, but yeah, propping everyone in here and having to go rent tables to make everyone fit and shit is just at some point such a hassle. You're like, ay, mas gourmet tot erbij, mas class scene.
Have you ever celebrated Christmas with like Fleur's family and like let's say your family together?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the closest was like when we went.
Yeah,
like you, me, mom.
Maybe not your family, but like your close friends here or whatever. You know, like Chris and who knows else. I know.
I've gone to Fleur's families for Christmas with people.
Yeah.
Tyzek was there once. Chris, my mom, and Albert were there as well once, right, Chris?
I don't.
Yeah,
probably, maybe
for sure. Way first time they came over. But besides that, they're not all too big on Christmas either.
Okay.
They celebrated just like most people because it's to be celebrated.
Yeah.
But I can speak from me and Chris, for example, that like we need to celebrate Christmas. It's like more cultural for us than like obligatory. It's not a national holiday. It's like what we look forward to every year.
Yeah, but if I'm wrong, correct me on this. I think like here in the Netherlands, they celebrate like their big deal is Sinterklaas. Like Sinterklaas is their Christmas.
Yeah, that's the impression I get as well.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
So that's why they're like, oh no, we have to have Sinterklaas, whereas we're like, no,
we have to have Christmas.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you see kids walking around dressed as Sinterklaas or Pete, but you never see anyone like little kids dressed as like Rudolphs and shit. So,
but which is funny though, because you would say Sinterklaas is more focused towards kids, and you would think the adults would want to have their own holiday, which then would be Christmas, right?
Yeah, but I'm wondering if it's because Christmas is so much easy to celebrate religiously that it's a more formal thing, and they make less of a deal about it. I mean, religious people, like there's a lot of religious people in Holland. I think they know. Okay, I gotta go to church. Yeah. It's Jesus' birthday, so we gotta do that. And then since we go to church, might as well eat together. And then since people are expecting presents, they gotta get presents. Yeah. For us, it's like it's a whole thing. Like we like on Curacao. Remember that as soon as it's December 1st, big ass Christmas tree. The same 4 Christmas albums: Elvis, Jackson 5, Frank Sinatra, and I think there was another one. Like just fucking burn through those CDs the whole month of December. And my mom doesn't stop celebrating Christmas until like the 30th. And then we don't get
the 30th of what, February?
And then we don't get rid of the Christmas tree like at least till end of January. And then it's a tradition, keep the Christmas tree as long as possible. When it starts withering, when like you remove the tree once it starts leaving too many leaves on the floor, and carry it out to the backyard and burn it.
Yeah,
it's such a bad thing to do. So unnecessary. But here, they have they come get it. You can put it all in the pile and they come pick it up.
Nah,
that's some fucking fucking white people shit. We just like fucking throw it in the yard and fucking catch on fire.
Yeah, but they don't have yards here.
Exactly.
Put it on your balcony and light it. And especially us, that we would always like save some fireworks to throw in it as well.
Yeah, true. Well, that's my family. We all hold onto a trees, and everybody gets together. We get like 20 trees.
Are you serious?
Up, and then you light.
Where? Whose yard?
Usually, we have a little next to my house. Is a little empty lot.
Yeah.
We're usually there.
Really?
Just throw everything there.
Someone else's property.
Dude,
not your problem.
I love how okay that is on the islands.
Yeah.
I love how that's totally fine. Like your neighbors be like, that's a big fire. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
they're burning 20 Christmas trees. I mean, of course.
Yeah, everyone gets together. You get food, drinks.
I mean, Curacao is the kind of place that you could almost like organize with the whole fucking neighborhood. Like, hey, man, Turki Mapalu.
Yeah.
And one big bonfire. Yeah. And like the one guy who's like house is down with the fire standing in your yard with a hose. Like, just in case.
Yeah, true.
Korko fuku, no?
Hey, korko fuku, G.
True. And as a bad kid, you do always get like a little firework you gotta throw in real quick before no one's watching.
I've actually seen people do it in our neighborhood where they burn a Christmas tree with firework, pero idiot na natira vuurpijl.
Fucking dumbasses.
So throw a vuurpijl in it, and then all of a sudden they're so surprised when there's things coming out of the fucking fire.
Yeah. Hey, kids gonna be kids, right?
Yeah, true.
Like what's for you guys is one of the fondest memories of Christmas on the islands? Like
me is that I don't know if it was a Christmas or if it was a New Year. I think it was a New Year.
I'm asking you about Christmas. You're gonna come with New Year.
It's the same shit on the island. It's a couple days apart. Okay, Christmas,
New
New Year's the same thing. But the whole family was there, and I think it was New Year's because we were doing fireworks, and we did a pagara. I don't know what it's called in English or
A pagara.
Dutch.
Pagara.
No, I think it's like something vuurmat. I'm not sure. Something with mat, I think.
Really?
Pagara, I think.
That's a stupid name.
But anyway,
Pagara or nothing.
like our tradition is that we always light it like
Of
around the
tapijt,
house.
tapijt. It might be something tapijt.
Still stupid.
Vier tapijt.
Tapijt.
If,
Something
if
like
anyone
that,
listening knows what a pagara is in Dutch, let us know. Because
Something
I need
Yeah,
to
like
look
it in
at it.
I
comments.
think. I might be dead. That's wrong. But hey, go ahead.
But yeah, so we were gonna light ours in front of our street, but something went wrong. It lit from the wrong way. Everything went to hell, and then we had like these boxes. Because you can buy these giant boxes that throw like a whole fireworks show. We just light it once.
Yeah.
That shit got lit. Yo, it was like fucking war. Like
Everything
fireworks
is-
going every fucking where, going into neighbors' houses, hitting neighbors' cars, going into our house.
Yeah, that was a
we,
clusterfuck.
We fucking scattered.
My mom got hit in the ass,
Oh.
and she got like a huge blow plaque.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
and
yeah.
Chris, you know that joke you always tease me about, like being the hero. Like, you know,
I mean,
shit.
yeah,
So
yeah.
It runs in the family because when this shit went off, my grandma was like fucking like cursing, like "Hi, coño," like fucking running. Chris like fucking like jumped on her, fucking like grabbed her and shit.
Yeah, because before it was lit, she was just like, you know, like standing outside, leaning on the wall.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
shit started to go to hell, and she's like, nothing's happening. I'm like,
She's fucking
Grandma,
like she
let's go.
she like fucking calmly paced away from the chaos.
Fuck, man.
Oh,
And then afterwards she's like,
I mean, that's a
"Thank you,
good-
Chrisje."
Yeah,
Grito Bell.
Okay,
yeah. That was.
but that literally has nothing to do with Christmas. Can you
You
come?
still had the Christmas tree up, so
true.
it counts.
But that counts for also when school starts again in January. So I'll circle back to you, Gray. Any beautiful, significant moments? Something that stands out? Be like, hey, Krima.
I mean, when I got my PlayStation. No, I'm kidding. That's a good
Everything
question,
changed
bro.
when he got his PlayStation.
Yeah. No, not really. I don't have a specific moment where I'm like, yo, this is a great.
Maybe not a
Christmas.
moment, but like an
But-
aspect of celebrating the holidays.
Yeah, I guess it's a typical cheesy thing with you're being there with your family, just being there with the family, and having fun, having some drinks. Before that, maybe just eating, having a good time, laughing, talking about stuff. That's about it, man. It's not
Food
that-
coma. Food coma.
Yeah. That also, yeah. But it's not like, it's not I wouldn't say like a specific Christmas that really stands out to me. And yeah, especially also because I got to celebrate it with you guys as well. So I got like, let's say 2 families to celebrate it with,
Yeah.
which is also nice. But yeah.
I wonder
I
what
don't know.
Nader did in fucking Christmas.
Are you talking about when he was in Lebanon?
Yeah, exactly.
Not celebrated. That's what he did.
No, but remember, his mom is Venezuelan.
That's true.
So
That's true.
you
That's
know,
true. That's true. That's true.
I
Good
wonder
point.
if they, maybe they did do a thing. See, we got to get him here. He fucking lives in Roermond.
Yeah,
Call
like
him right now. Put him on air. Call him right now.
put him on blast.
Yeah. What about you?
Good,
though?
he won't pick
You
up.
got a specific.
Like what I liked the most was that anticipation when it's like about 11:45, 5 to 12.
Oh,
That you
yeah.
know that it's present time is coming, but
Yeah.
not only because of presents, but at that point everyone's scattered around the house and everything's busy and maybe some people are in the kitchen, people are outside on the porch, but when it's about 5 to 12, it's all right. Everybody get inside, get around the
yeah.
tree. Everyone grab a spot, and then
Yeah.
it's a nice moment to like take an inventory of like, okay, who are the people in my life?
Yeah.
And like, oh look, there's that achter tante that no one really ever sees, but nice that she's here.
Yeah.
And then your friends. It's just nice to take stock of that moment. And then mom sits in front of the Christmas tree and hands out everyone a gift.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone got a little gift. Everyone gets to unpack it and shit. That was always nice.
Yeah, that's what one thing she always did her best to make sure is that everyone, no matter who shows up, they always get like a little thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone gets to like like it might not be anything special, but she would always have like extra presents like stashed.
So no one feels.
Yeah.
So that if someone comes to you, here, you're part.
Just
here,
in
you're,
case.
You're part of this event. This is you're sharing this
Yeah.
with us. And
Mom always kicked ass in Christmas.
yeah, that was always really nice. Oh, you were asking about Christmas things. Searching for presents.
Yeah.
Trying to like did your parents hide your shit like before Christmas?
Nah, it was just like.
Were you good and just patient and waiting?
Yeah. Basically,
Okay, no, we were assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. No.
Like at a certain point, we in the mom got the gifts. Are you sure? Yeah, we gotta go find them. Okay, we wrecked the fucking house when they
Yeah?
went home.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
found them. Yeah, man.
And then,
Yeah.
of course, you tried to put everything back to where it was. You never did properly, so they knew we were looking.
Yeah.
Like we didn't always get along, but when we cooperated was when we were trying to find fucking gifts.
Yeah.
Then they knew, something's up though. You guys are being nice to each other? Hold on.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Something's fishy going on here. Yeah. Now, but a moment that stand out is, I'm pretty sure that was Christmas, is when you gifted each other those fake ass Ed Hardy shirts.
Yeah, dude. That was a good Christmas.
I was hyped because I wanted an Ed Hardy shirt so bad.
Yeah.
Right? But they're, of course, you can't afford it. We're like, what,
No.
12,
We-
13?
the
We
real
can't
ones?
afford-
No.
Yeah, we can't afford that.
Did you ever wear it?
No.
Me neither.
Just that one time
You know-
you took the picture?
Yeah, exactly. But the thing was, this is ridiculous. We actually went to Punda a few times looking for them.
Yep,
We
yep.
spent days like going to certain stores. It was one really close to La Amiga that we found
Yeah,
eventually.
exactly. I don't know what it's called, but I know what you mean. Yeah,
And then we saw when we're like, oh, finally we got them. And it was like fake as shit. It was like 40 guilders or something.
Yeah, it was,
we were like, okay, you get me one, I'll get you one. We got each other the exact same fucking shirt. The exact same shirt.
If you go on Facebook, I think you can find that picture, bro.
Pretty sure. Don't fucking go through my Facebook. There's a lot of shit that people won't see. But it was so funny because I think because you took it home and you wrapped it in different wrapping paper.
Yeah.
So we knew exactly
Yeah,
which one was ours and what was in it. And we were like, oh, bro, cool. Fucking hug and shit. Unpack it. Put it on. Take a picture. Never wore it.
Bro. In that moment when I put it on, I was hyped, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
man. You know?
Yeah, that made Christmas complete.
Yeah. That was there.
Have your appreciation for gifts changed throughout the years?
Definitely.
Yeah. I as in more or less?
No, just how you appreciate like when you're younger, you're like clothes. But now I'm like, oh, you got me a nice shirt. It fits. Fucking dope.
Yeah,
Thank,
for
I
real.
appreciate the fuck out of that.
Yeah, when someone gets me like a dope pair of socks, like Tammy got me dope pair of socks once, like from Stans. Like really, I'm like, oh, bro, these socks are dope.
Especially
Nice.
like boxes and socks, yeah.
Yeah.
Back as a kid, you want like big shit. You don't want like not expensive, but like you want a PlayStation. I don't know, like
I want
toys or
games
something.
and
Exactly,
Legos and
The good thing about it is the older you
No.
get, the less people you have in your life who will actually feel obligated to get you something.
Yeah.
But the people who do, they get you better shit. Like, and I don't mean something materialistic, but for example, like I get gifts from Mom, Fleur, you, and Fleur's family. That's about it. And then like Fleur always gets me something dope, and you always get me something dope. So I get like a smaller amount. It's not about the gifts, but when you do get something, it's nice. It's like it's a more precise like gift, and that way you just enjoy it more. Yeah. Like when you're a little kid, like every fucking one feels obligated to bring something. So your aunts, they gotta get expensive shit for their kids already, and then they have to come give you something. So they end up getting something shitty, and you gotta like fake thank you. I think we actually started telling people like you just don't get us anything, and we'll be fine. You know, like the morality judge always feel obligated. At some point, they just said like, okay, like cool, gear. Here's 25 guilders. There you go, put it in your spark plug.
That's always something I find, which I did as a kid, but I always found so rude was when it's like your birthday and you put in the invite, yo, give me money.
Yeah, man.
I found that always
man.
so rude.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I used to do it because, give me money.
I don't think we ever did
so
that.
I mean,
weird.
but it's also depending on how they go about it, because like let's say you, I don't know, you're 14 and you're into windsurfing and you want a board, but you got to buy it yourself. And in the card, hey, for my birthday, I want to try and get this board. Anything you guys can do, went up. That's fine. But if you're like, oh, give me money.
Yeah, but it was always like invitation at the bottom, usually like bigger than the address, cadeau tip, envelope.
Yeah, exactly. It always was so weird, but it's like, I mean, it's easier for the person getting the gift. I'll just give him money.
Yeah.
But you also at some point you start getting invited by people who you're not really super close with in your class, and you're like, is this person trying to get like the maximum volume of people bringing a gift?
Yeah. Get the most amount of money out of it,
Yeah, I think I remember at a really young age, I just told people just stop bringing gifts. I think as soon as like puberty hit, I was like, I don't need your shit, I don't need your trash. Like, and because parents usually get like the kid of whose birthday it is gets them a gift. It's not like your classmate or your friend is the one getting the gift. Your parents get it, but the parents don't fucking know you. So they end up getting like very generic shit. I've gotten T-shirts, like especially when I was heavy in my skate and metal phase and shit.
Yeah.
I get like fucking FUBU T-shirts.
Oh, FUBU.
But I was like, there's no way in fucking God's green earth that I'm wearing this shit. You know?
Yeah,
just because it doesn't fit, but then you end up just getting a bunch of stuff you don't need and don't actually want. So I just thought people like if we're not tight, you don't know me, just get me shit.
Yeah, I get that. True. Like for me, there was never like a moment where that happened, but it just like gradually happened. Just people stopped bringing gifts,
And
I didn't really care about it.
Yeah, but the good thing is, at some point you become a student, like studentenleven. Ain't nobody got money for gifts.
Yeah.
True. No, but
Like-
even before that, though, like I think even before that, people stopped. Like at some point, maybe 15, maybe 16, I don't know. Maybe before that, even people just stopped giving gifts. It's like, all right, you're old enough now. Like,
It's unnecessary.
yeah, exactly. It's been fun.
I just
I think
like.
maybe even when you get into brug class, maybe it's like what
True.
13, maybe then it kind of stops.
I think the moments it stops is like when you're old enough to like not have to bring, like those little paquetes to school when it's your birthday. Like everyone, if they have to tacteren at school.
Oh yeah, dude.
man. But the good thing about student life is that when you get here, same thing with Christmas. It's like everyone is broke
No one's
and
expecting
no one feels obligated.
Yeah.
So like I've seen friends and acquaintances, they splurge, but like on kapsalon. So it's Christmas, so everyone bestels like the expensive kapsalon.
Yeah. Sounds like a good Christmas, bro.
Yeah, and that's how they spend Christmas. Just like watch a Christmas movie, and then everyone gets kapsalon and a durum dinner, you know,
yeah.
because you're broke. It's student
Yeah.
life. You gotta make the best of it. You can't. Everyone has money to fly back, so
Yeah. No,
And-
sounds good.
of course you have to try and smear it over 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not a little bit vigilant, you're gonna spend a lot of money that you might not have.
Yeah.
So sometimes those really ghetto Christmases are the ones that you enjoy the most because like, well, kapsalon that'll be bon. This frikandel in the microwave is also really delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see that's the thing. It's not what and who. Yeah, it's partially who as well, but it's more the experience. Yeah,
The bomb outside.
no, because like you said, you know those ghetto or student or those rough Christmases. I mean, you're gonna remember them, man, and it was a great experience. And like, hey, we had kapsalon for Christmas. That was dope.
Yeah. Sure.
Won't do it again, but it was dope.
I mean, speak for yourself. But,
Hey man,
Hey, do you?
I feel like I'm having kapsalon right now.
I mean, there's a thing called thuisbezorgd.
Do you have any specific plans for Christmas on the islands right now? Anything you're looking forward to?
Well, yeah, seeing my family since I haven't seen them for Christmas since I got here, right? Which is for 2011. So it's
Jesus.
Oh, so this is gonna be the first
No,
Christmas.
that's not true. My first year here I went, and since then I haven't gone back.
Yeah, but
So-
then you haven't gone back for Christmas. You
yeah,
mean?
for Christmas. Yeah,
Okay,
for Christmas,
no,
yeah.
done.
So this is the first
Didn't
time
know
I'm seeing my Christmas in a while.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that, to do that, and just drink, eat, yeah, bro. Just be with my family and just.
You gonna go to Amnesia?
Nah, we can go out,
Oh yeah, but
Is amnesia still there? It's not called amnesia anymore, right?
I
I'm
no
fucking no,
idea,
man.
bro.
It's been a
I
while.
have no clue.
People, let us know what amnesia is now because I'm pretty sure it's not amnesia anymore.
What Amnesia was last year?
Yeah, but I think it's now I'm of age as well, compared to when I left, I guess. Where I can actually drink and enjoy the conversations more.
yeah,
you know,
Yeah,
with
we're
my
not,
family.
we're not drinking to get drunk. We're drinking.
To enjoy it,
amplify the
yeah,
gezelligheid.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you get, you're more into the conversations because when you're younger, you're there, but it's like, whatever, I'm doing my own thing. But now you're more into the conversations and you participate more, and it becomes a whole new experience. You could say, a whole new side of your family you get to unlock. I guess.
True. That's a good way to look at it.
That's
You get to enjoy your relatives in a different way because
because
it's not just when you're a kid. It's like all the kids are over there.
yeah, exactly.
And you only come to like close to the adults when you need to get something to drink or something to eat.
Like you said, the big boy table,
Yeah.
So I get to enjoy that. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for mostly. Yeah.
Chris, Christmas here. What are you looking forward to? Anything in particular, or are you just gonna go through the motions and then
Well, in all honesty, with this corona, man, happy to see people, man. Happy to see you guys. Like physical contact. Oh yes. No. That's mostly it. Like because I try to stay as far, follow the regulations, try not to get sick. I don't really have contact with people that much anymore. So like whenever like this, we talk online or on WhatsApp, but that's not the same. So
Yeah.
one thing I'm looking forward to is just seeing people again. Like, hey, this is what you look like.
Oh.
Yeah.
human beings?
I am not crazy. Yes.
You are real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna be tough for most people now
Yeah,
after
man.
this whole year, and then maybe being used to big Christmases, and then maybe simply because, like, I have a lot of clients who tell me that their parents are risico or in the risico group.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like they're not planning on doing a big thing, but because the mom or the dad they have so many underlying health issues
Yeah.
that they're debating where to go home at all, even though they can go home because it's within the regulations, but just
Right.
because the parents are so ill.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
safe than sorry,
Yeah, I spoke to a person as well who just had that situation where they wants to go spend Christmas with their parents, and it's like a 20-minute drive. but
20-minute.
Yeah, 20-minute drive. So it's not that far. So the only thing that's holding them back is like, yeah, they're old and they have health issues. So I'm probably gonna spend this Christmas without my parents.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. So yeah,
We've been doing that for so long that
exactly.
it's like
yeah.
it's easy peasy for us.
Yeah,
but
Not
Welcome to
true.
welcome
But
to the
I
club.
mean, you know, something that you take for granted is all of a sudden just taken away like that. It's
It's tough. It's tough.
You know,
So-
that's why I'm grateful that I get to, you know, hang out with you guys.
Aww.
Likewise. But I think that's a good segue into the ending of this episode.
Already?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm trying to keep it a little bit shorter.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey, you good? It's not an hour yet.
Now, this has been beautiful. This is on that note, I think that's a good piece of advice. People try to make the effort to have some kind of like social, emotional contact with other people. Like even though it's hard, I'm not saying put your fucking parents at risk, but you know, use the tools this like available to you. And I mean, it's a crazy year. It's a weird situation, but there's no need to not try and enjoy Christmas.
True.
Like
But
find the blessings in the little things.
But that as well. One thing, you know, use this time as well to remember the people in your life. I mean, there are people that have made big impacts, small impacts. Just remember to be like, hey man, you still alive? All right, cool. Nice to know. All right, talk to you next year. You know, a lot of times people take that. People don't know that actually has a big effect. Like it might be someone who's just minding their own business, saying hi, but to that person, like, wow, I haven't spoken to anyone at all. But then they're all just said hi to me. I'm like, hey, okay, cool. That, like, you know, someone cares.
Yeah. Send proper Christmas wishes to people in your life.
Yeah.
Like don't think like, oh, it won't matter to them. It might matter a lot to them. You might think like, oh, I don't need to do that. I'm okay. You might be, but maybe someone else really needs to receive that kind of Christmas greeting and holiday cheer.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're going through. It's been a crazy year. Let's try to make it a little bit more digestible for everyone.
Exactly. Don't underestimate the power of hello.
Oh, I get the hint. I'll call you on Christmas, okay? Relax.
No.
Okay?
I heard
He
enough
won't.
of it. Man, I can't wait for you to fuck off to Curacao, man. Go.
Get your ass out here.
Jesus.
Go back to your tropical island paradise with your fucking food and shit.
I hope you sweat so much.
That's definitely gonna happen.
Sweat
though.
straight through that beard.
Oof. I'll be enjoying my ham right in the beach, just laying. You know?
Yeah.
I hope Iguana comes and takes it away from you.
You get like a little lunchbox from school, but it's just filled with Handi Pasku.
That's
Like,
nice, bro.
Mom, I'm going to Knippie. Had to buy Handi Pasku tomorrow. Hey, everybody, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Stay safe. Enjoy.
Yes.
You know, enjoy the Handi Pasku. Send some Christmas wishes to people in your life. Let them know that they're not all by themselves.
Yeah.
And I wish you all happy holidays and a great jaarwisseling. Happy New Year's as well.
Yes.
This is going to be the één voor laatste episode for what I'm calling the first season of the podcast.
So 2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after that, I'm going to take a tiny little break because it's a lot. And I'm going to start building up again to the next season. So anyone listening, there might be one more episode after this.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm taking a little bit of a break. Then the first season, I'm going to get ready and start prepping for the second season.
Cool.
I love how this is a Christmas episode and none of us has Christmas attire on. Like
That's why I asked Fleur, like, do I have Christmas shit? And I got my old stuff. And I was really debating the moving the Christmas tree and putting it behind me. And I was like, that's way too much effort.
You got the fucking
I got
thing back there. So it's Christmas enough.
I got some
we can
shit.
add like a little Christmas tree in the
Student
back.
life.
I'm gonna find like just an hour-long filter for Christmas fucking snow and just put snow over the fucking
So
tree.
the
There you
Yule
go.
log.
Yeah,
Right
exactly.
in front of everybody's face.
And the whole time in the background, you hear like cracking wood back in the fire. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And from time to time, like the little moment I have to edit out, I'll just put a little like jingle bell fucking sleigh.
Yeah,
There you go.
You want another moment? I'll give you another moment to edit.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm good.
okay.
One's
Yeah,
enough.
I mean,
I told you, watch your words when we press record. Hey guys, thanks so much for coming. Thank you for being on multiple episodes of the podcast.
Tabata un placer.
I hope you
I'll
guys.
start charging you,
I hope you guys are.
I mean,
Boy,
my followers going up.
I had to go out and get a whole new headphones just to make sure that you're comfortable.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
He loves you, man.
I mean,
Hey guys, say bon Pasku to the people.
Bon
Wish them
Pasku.
Wish them
happy
Pasku.
holidays.
Bonaire and Curacao.
I know, boy.
I say send me pictures of your Christmas food because I'm just that kind of curious.
All right.
That'd be dope.
Everyone
forget,
everyone
but-
listening, if you're your holiday feast, send me a picture. Blast me on Gram. You can find me on Instagram at Antiano To Me, or you can find me, myself, and my daily life on Instagram, Daryl.Romain. We're also on YouTube for everyone who wants to watch the podcast next to listening to it as well. I'm gonna link these guys' Instagrams on the post as well.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys care that much, but I'm still gonna do it.
No,
I mean, I upload food.
There you go.
I mean, my DMs are open, so
Slide.
Like,
You guys stay safe. Have a good Christmas. Bon Pasku.
hey,
And see you guys soon.
Podfather out.